I feel so bad because she's a great actress, but I hate that character.
Remember when she showed up in Black Panther 2? I was like, girl!
I hate that character so much. I hate her so much. But she's playing it very well. She's
Yeah.
very good. But I hate that character. Also, quickly, Nepos across the world. Do you know... You're not watching One Piece live action, are you?
I started watching it, then I fell off. I
Yeah,
got like 10
I feel
minutes
really
in.
I'm so sorry. It took me 3 days to finish the first episode.
I don't think I like that type of storytelling.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think I'll try and finish it later, but I'm not sure. But the guy, Makinyu, who plays the guy with the green hair, Zoro, he's the son of Sonny Chiba, who is a famous Japanese martial artist and actor in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, Nepos Across the World, random thing, the mangaka of Beastars, so the person who draws and writes the story for Beastars, she's the daughter of another famous mangaka who wrote Baki.
Oh.
And she hid her identity because she wanted to make her own way in the manga world before that came out that she was the daughter of the guy who wrote another popular manga series from like the 80s or 90s called Baki. And so that's... I forget her name, I apologize, but that was just funny. And then behind the camera Nepos include like Sam Levinson, boo, Sofia Coppola, yay! Priscilla, I'm definitely going to see Priscilla.
I am so excited for Priscilla.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so geeked. When I saw that trailer finally come out, oof. And
Jacob Elordi, you'll be avenged.
No, because when they said like you're really mature for your age, I said, oof.
Oh my gosh. Or the Jack Black thing. Sorry, Blackjack. When she's like, oh, 21. No, honey, it's 22. And everybody at the table corrects her. Oh my gosh, because she's like 14.
Yeah, a literal child.
A literal child. And then...
Like, it cuts to, like, seeing her in a school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, going to her classes holding books, and then Elvis is coming over. Like, that's gross.
That's so gross. And then getting into more of the thesis, why this was... Because I think a lot of this started to stem from... You remember... We had already graduated high school, I think, by the time this had come out. Do you remember... They talk about this in the Vulture article. Do you remember Operation Varsity Blues?
No.
Where... You remember it came out that famous parents were
that's what
giving
I know
their
what you're talking
kids...
about now.
Yeah, they were their...
Olivia Jade was getting
Jade.
into certain colleges because she supposedly was on a sports team.
Yeah, Roe.
Yeah.
With Photoshop pictures. It was just Felicity Huffman and I forget some of the other parents, but it's like... Because I forgive the other stuff because it's like over the table and like, I mean, we already knew that was happening, but then just straight up lying, not working for it, because a lot of resentment already also stems from that, which is why probably the term has become more negative over the past couple of years, because you see these people who clearly, because the Olivia Jade thing really pissed people off, because she clearly doesn't care. She got into USC for her mom.
Yeah.
And she clearly... In her YouTube channel, she doesn't care about going to school. She said that on there, like, I don't really care about school. She's just there to take cute college photos of being at games and stuff. And then, market the, like, college dorm life. And so, I think a lot of resentment for the Nepo Babies stems from that as well, as they say in the article. And that it just seems like some of you don't care about how good of a position you have it. And you're not, like, grateful. I think it's just an aura of ungratefulness that stems from certain Nepo babies, which is why I put like the Maya Hawke quote made me mad because she was, or no, was it Ethan Hawke who said it? Where it's like, I mean, famous parents can get you an audition to, or like, what was it? Like famous parents get you like an audition to Juilliard, but they like can't get you in. And it was like, well, she got in, she didn't finish, now she has a career. It's like any other person, it'd be like, oh, you spent like a semester at Juilliard? I mean, like, okay, like, all right. But it's just, I think it's the ungratefulness that really gets to people. And that's why they don't really like Nepo babies or people who just seem untalented. Like you said, you're mad that John David Washington keeps getting roles because it doesn't seem like he works hard enough to be in the position he is.
Because if his last name was not Washington... And his dad was not Denzel, I don't think he would have been cast again after Tenet. I don't think anyone would ever put him in another big budget film after that point. But I think people think, he's a name. I do
kind of feel like, I agree with you, it does kind of feel like he's being astroturfed because he was Because did he do any other, like, small pictures before Tenet? He was in Black Klansman, but I can't think of... I apologize if somebody's probably going to be like, he was in, like, the random indie movie number 2 and 3 before that. And then he became a big action star. But it feels kind of AstroTurf that he's being pushed as his next big action star when he doesn't... I won't lie, I saw some of the charisma in him when I was watching The Creator. But, and I feel kind of bad for comparing him to his dad, but he's just not his father. Like, I was like, a young Denzel could really, like, he would have chewed this. Mm-hmm. But you're kind of just, like, nibbling a little bit. I don't know. I'm sorry. And then, also, I wanted to get into quickly how this has now devolved into anybody who has any tiny bit of industry relation all of a sudden being accused of, you got into this position because people don't know what they're talking about. You got into this position because... you have this, that, and the other, when that's probably not true. Like, I remember some people were like, oh my gosh, guys, did you know that Kristen Stewart was a Nepo baby? And it's like, okay, being a script supervisor on some random 90s movie is not being a Nepo baby. So, I think... Yep. Okay, let me reorient myself. I think having parents who are randomly just on set, like being like somebody who's holding the boom mic, somebody who's a script supervisor, like a script doctor, or somebody who, I don't know, runs the craft services table doesn't count. Because a lot of people are like, oh, look, this person's a Nepo baby. And I was like, okay, so they had one credit being a second unit director on Mad Max 3.
Yeah.
Is that... a Nepo baby to you? Does that sound like a Nepo baby to you?
No. You were a script supervisor on Underdog.
like...
Oh my god, like, you didn't have to work to get here at all. Yeah.
Like, can you imagine if I got my start in, like, oh, yeah, my mom was a, what is something funny? Oh, yeah, my mom held the boom mic on two episodes of The Muppet Show from 2015. You're a Nepo baby. Like, what?
Yeah, like, you knew Miss Piggy.
Yeah, oh.
Like,
and see how well I turned that into a career.
Doors for you.
Yeah. So, I just say, I think it slowly, the way, this term is kind of sad because it slowly devolved into people trying to play gotcha when it doesn't work. And that's what I wanted to say about Nepo babies. I know this turned into a little listathon, but I hope everybody just, like, started gasping when we mentioned names and, like, rich parents and what they're related to. This was so fun for me. Because it's like I finally get out all the knowledge that I've just been holding within myself. I hope I shared it with all of you.
Exactly.
And so, also, before we end, that was the end of the episode. Thank you for listening if you listened to that whole random thing. I thought I structured it pretty well, but it did get very long. I try my best to post every single Saturday. Mm-hmm. Very early Saturday, so like Saturday 1 a.m. Eastern time is when I should be posting the episodes. And then we also have socials. We are on Twitter. I'm not calling it X. We're on Twitter.
I'm not either.
We're on Tumblr. We're on TikTok. And we are on Instagram. You can find very funny clips of what the things we say and maybe snippets before episodes are aired on all of those platforms. I'll put links in our description. And then if you feel like sharing our podcast with other people, please do. Or you don't have to. I don't want it to seem like I'm pressuring you. But if you think we're funny, if we gave you a little laugh and a giggle.
Yeah.
I think if you want to give somebody else a little laugh and a giggle. Or if you wanted them to learn some random BS about celebrities. I don't know. Think about us. And that's all I have to say. Do you have anything else?
I think that's it.
Slay.
I think we ate that shit up.
Okay.